welcome back to some more Battlegrounds gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed the last one. It seemed to be pretty positive feedback. You guys seem to enjoy the sort of narration after the fact. Because like I said in that video, I play better when I'm not talking while I'm recording. So this is a really good game. I had a few sloppy moments in it, but a lot of fun. And I'm still loving this game so much, although it's got the kinks and it's got a lot of lag at the start like you'll see here. Still pretty poor performance. Once this game gets that really solid performance, just going to go to the next level, so I can't wait for that. Because the most annoying thing at the moment is landing in the game. But again, I took a landing away from everyone else, waited for the end of the plane, just when the plane gets to like the last destination. That's when I tend to dive because there's less people on it, so it's a pretty safe bet. As you guys will have noticed, I turned off the foliage since last time. That was a bit of a scrub, a rookie error on my part. And like I always say, guys, I'm not a professional. I'm not the greatest at this game at all, but this is just a good moment I had, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. And hope you guys enjoy. If you do like the Battlegrounds footage, make sure to smash a like on it, and let me know in the comments. But I had an alright start here. Didn't find too much in this first house, but it was fine because I wasn't surrounded by other people, so it didn't matter too much. But you can see there I just lagged through that door, which is like really bad. If I was fighting someone at the start here, I would have got wrecked, because whenever I land next to someone, you can't fight them at the start of a game. So I clean up these houses. I think I get a shotgun, not too much, but there's some shots coming over from the houses over there. And it's like, I want to engage them, but you know it's not smart, because when you don't have good gear, you're gonna be the one that comes off worse in that skirmish. So as boring as it is, it's better to play this game smart, and that's the strat I've been going for. Push to the circle, get geared up before you engage, and then once you're ready, then you can get into the fights. And it means there's gonna be less people around. It's gonna be just better fights, less clusters. So I decided to push away from the combat down to this barn here, and away from the circle. And I pick up an M16 with a red dot sight, so got a slightly better range now, which is good. And because I'm out of the circle, I want to push into that circle as quickly as possible. So I jump in this car and decide to go for a little drive, a little scenic drive, just to see some of the scenery around in the neighborhood. Because like when you're living somewhere, you want to know your neighbors. So I think these UAVs are the best cars because they're harder to see you in, especially from behind. People are going to find it hard to shoot you out of it as easily as the other cars and vehicles in the game. Like the buggy is really easy to shoot people out of, obviously. But I'm just driving along, minding my own business, and then one of the funniest moments I've had in this game, probably the funniest kill I've had, happens just up here. I'm just checking my maps. And I didn't even know this guy was here. But this guy, la da da da. Whack. And he's just like, I don't know, this guy must have been deaf or something, because he couldn't tell where I was coming from. I don't know what that guy was doing, but either way, this guy had a 4x scope, which was just what we needed. And so things were looking pretty good. So this guy gave us a few upgrades, car sniper as well. I don't like the car sniper though. I don't know, I've had bad luck with it. But anyway, I decided to push on, get straight into the middle of that circle, cross the bridge. It's a bit iffy crossing these bridges because people often camp them, so you really need to be in a vehicle to get across, but someone could have been waiting for me, so this is a pretty risky move, to be honest. And then I thought what I was going to do originally was just camp in this house until the end of the game, play it smart. Like I said, I play this game smart, guys, and I was just going to sit here, but then I got bored. I have to admit, I got bored, so I thought I'd go follow these shots. I heard a few shots coming from just outside. And I was in the safe zone, so I thought I could have a bit of fun. And heard the shots coming from down this way. And like I said in the last video, it takes me a while, guys, to get used to the... I'm still getting used to the drop, so don't judge me on these shots. Like, by the end of the games, that's when I tend to pop off better shots, but... I didn't hit that guy there, but I scared him off, and I knew he was down there, so I backed off, because that wasn't going to end well for me. I saw this other guy coming from over here. Another sloppy shot there, guys. Just got to make sure you aim low with the snipers, like in close range. But like I said, I'm not a pro, guys. I'm still learning as well, but these are just tips that I've learned from my experience so far. So I decided to crouch down and follow this hill around because it's giving me cover from this guy's line of sight. Because he expects me to be over there, and so I thought I'd sneak up on this guy. Play sneaky sneaky. I don't know who he's shooting at there, whether he's shooting at me or not, because it's hard to tell. Bit more sloppy aiming there, but got the kill still. I don't know if I like the M16 burst fire, but it's not bad once you get used to it, but it takes a little bit to get used to. And this guy had the beautiful M24, so I switched out my sniper for that. This is when the fun begins. Oh, like I said in the last video, I just love getting snipers in this game. That's why this game's so good, because there's just so much variety in the guns and the gameplay and the skirmishes you get into. Just so strategic, and I love that. Love that strategy element to this game. It just makes it so interesting. This is when we lift our game, boys. Boom. So we're getting some good kills now. It looks like things are going pretty good, but I'm worried about who's coming from behind me. And then if this guy comes along, getting a bit more sloppy aiming, but I'm just going to leave it there for you guys and not cut to all the really juicy bits, you know what I mean? Like, that's what happens in games. You're going to make mistakes. It's all part of it. And so then I'm just staying on the edge of the circle because it's a good place to be when you've only got the cover of a tree, because you know everyone's going to be in front of you and you can be relatively safe, but I was worried someone was coming from behind still. But I was in a pretty good position up here. Everyone else was on the other side and I was like further away from them, so it was looking pretty good here. And I was down to the last 13. I decided to pop my painkillers here because otherwise I wouldn't have got to use them, so I thought, hey, why not pop them in case I get shot? I'll still start to heal up. So I thought it was good to use it rather than just get killed and not use it towards the end of a game. I think that's a pretty good idea. Like, just pop everything you've got just to stay alive and give you that little bit of advantage. Here I was worried that someone was in this house, so again, you just gotta be careful. Like, better safe than sorry. Sound is a big thing, so for instance I can hear this guy shooting over here and it gave me a huge advantage because I knew where he was and he didn't have a clue where I was. So I knew there was a few guys behind me and a few in front, but I was still in a pretty good position. Having the high ground is really good in this game. You really want the high ground. Yeah, I don't know if this guy was shooting at me or someone else, but either way, we got him. And the burst fire, I was actually getting pretty good with it there, so I think I've started to come around to the burst fire. Didn't like it originally, but the M16 is becoming one of my more favourite guns, I think. And so I know this guy from before is still down at these houses, and I'm just waiting for him to come up, because he's the last person that's behind me there. There's a few other people around. It's just a waiting game in this point. You just got to wait and see where the circle lands and push to that when you need to. Because you always need cover in this game. Always need cover. So I'm just waiting patiently. Could have taken a shot on this guy and risked it, but it would have given away my position. So it's better to let the other people fight it out. Because these guys were all scrapping over there, so I thought, well, they can kill each other and then they do all the work for me. So as much as it is fun to do those awesome snipes from a distance, like sometimes it's smart. The strategy I play is just sit back and let everyone else kill everyone until you need to, until you got that clean shot, like we did here when this guy finally pushed up. And again, like I say, this is when I get good with snipers. Towards the end of the game, it's just like I play games like Ark where there's no drop, so I always take a little bit to get warmed up in this game, and by the end of it I'm usually pretty good. So at this stage looking pretty good, down to the last two, and this is the second time I think I've been down to the last two, so it was pretty intense now. I thought I'd finally just pop my last drink and get that energy. And I was just trying to spot this guy. I didn't know where he was at this stage, so I was just going to wait till he showed himself. Because I was pretty close to the circle here. I say I was getting better with the sniper, but then there's some more bad shots here, guys. But it's all part of it. Like I say, you got to get used to the guns. I should have adjusted range because he was probably 200 meters out. If I'd adjusted some of range, I probably could have got that shot. But I didn't. But it's a lesson for next time, and that's how you got to look at these games. Like, even if you lose, you're always learning something new. You're learning what to improve on next time, and that's the way to look at these things. It's not always about winning. It's just about getting better and learning from your mistakes. So I luckily had line of sight of this guy, so I pushed up this tree. Didn't quite know where he was, but he made the mistake of showing me here. He was hiding behind this tree to the right there. I think he peeks at one stage here. And I was just trying to figure out whether I should go close quarters or sniper here, and I think close quarters was the better call because you can take the shots quicker than zooming in on a sniper. And so at this stage it was just a case of waiting for whoever peeks first. That's why third person I'm not the biggest fan of in these games. I wish there was a first person one of these battle royale kind of games because that would be intense. Like, you wouldn't be able to just wait till the other person peeks and then come out. So I decided to smoke him and push up just so he didn't know where I was. So I wanted to get a position where he didn't know where I was, but he decided to move at the same time here. Didn't quite make the shots. And it was just a big standoff here at the end. But you can see the circle there's just turned in my favour, so I pushed up because I wanted to be in the circle, and then the circle fell back to my old position. So I tried to grenade me, nearly got me there, but not quite. And that's why I hate and dislike the burst fire. It's a bit temperamental. So we know he's hurting here, and then the boundary starts pushing in. And that's when I know I've pretty much got this. Unless I do something hugely stupid. Because he's got to push up to me, and it's just about getting that good position. Like I mentioned, guys, you need that good position in this game, and that's what wins it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash a like on it, and until next time, you guys are legends. Thanks for watching.